Suhas sir, hi, good morning. Thank you very much for joining in, sir. And
Good morning.
एंड सर आई रिमेंबर आई थिंक आपके आईपीओ पर भी बात हुई थी और काफ़ी अच्छे आईपीओ के बाद आपके स्टॉक का परफॉर्मेंस देखने के लिए मिला है और करीब 50% से ज़्यादा अप आपका आईपीओ का से अभी तक शेयर चल चुका है ऑलमोस्ट पिछले 4-6 महीने में। एक अच्छा आईपीओ, सक्सेसफुल आईपीओ। बट पहले मैं दर्शकों को सर रिजल्ट्स बता देता हूँ, देन आई विल स्टार्ट डिस्कसिंग द क्वेश्चंस। सर रेवेन्यू अगर देखें तो कंपनी का 8% जंप हुआ। कंपनी के रेवेन्यू 635 करोड़ से बढ़कर 686 करोड़ आए हैं। नेट प्रॉफिट कंपनी का 75 करोड़ से बढ़कर 91 करोड़ रुपए देखने के लिए मिला। एबिटा 4% बढ़ा है, 121 करोड़ से बढ़कर 126 करोड़ रुपए। मार्जिन्स पर थोड़ा सा दबाव देखने के लिए मिला, 19% के मुकाबले 18.4%। सर माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू इज़ कि जो ये मार्जिन्स पर दबाव है, इसमें मैं पढ़ रहा था कि आपके जो जुलाई में आपने वेज हाइक किया उसका कुछ इम्पैक्ट है। सर ये स्टेबलाइज हो जाएंगे 19% के आसपास दोबारा?
Yes. So as you rightly mentioned, the wage hike, which was impacted effective July 2024, is the annual hike cycle for the company. And therefore, we had a negative impact of about 2.2% on the margins coming from the wage hikes. But as you can see, at a EBITDA level, the net impact has been only 1.2% because there are other initiatives to improve productivity and enhance margins, which has partially offset this in the current quarter. And we believe that would sustain in the quarters going forward. And lastly, I would also like to highlight that our interest costs have come down to zero, interest costs on the debt servicing part. And therefore, the impact on the PAT is positive. Our PAT margins are up by 0.4%, and our EPS is up 13% year on year, and for the first half by 17%. So we believe that all this bodes well at a earning level going into H2 also.
जी सर, मैं एक चीज़ और पढ़ रहा था कि योर लार्जेस्ट कस्टमर हु जस्ट गेव रेवेन्यू वर्थ ₹42 million इन इज कंटिन्यूइंग टू ग्रो। हाउ बिग दिस क्लाइंट कैन कंट्रीब्यूट दिस ईयर इन योर रेवेन्यू सर?
As you rightly said, our largest customer, we had $42 million of revenue for the full fiscal year ending March 24. And this customer continues to grow. So over the next 2 to 3 quarters, we believe that this is a customer that can actually move into the next range, which is about $50 million plus customer. We believe that this could be our first customer in that range. It continues to grow every quarter, so we are proud of that as well.
जी, one more thing, sir. Revenue from top 5 clients continue to grow by 2.3% sequentially. So what's the total contribution in overall revenue from these top 5 clients, sir?
So that continues to be stable, at I think somewhere around 60% plus our top 5 customers. The 2 customers in this segment, where we had certain headwinds coming out of company-specific issues, restructuring and the like, we believe have stabilized. And the others continue to grow, including the largest customer that we mentioned. And this again provides confidence to us, given that our large customers also continue to grow with us and repose confidence in our abilities.
जी, वन मोर थिंग सर, जो अब हम चूंकि हाफ ईयर पर खड़े हुए हैं एंड वॉट एवर जो भी हमने पॉजिटिव साइड देखी यूएस इकोनॉमी में भी और इंडियन इकोनॉमी में भी, वो भी हमने देख ली है एक तरह से। अब थोड़ा सा स्टॉक मार्केट के लिहाज से थोड़े से लोग टॉप आउट को लेकर थोड़ा टेंशन में है एंड कोई भी कंपनी अगर थोड़ा सा भी मार्जिन्स पर या उसकी गाइडेंस में थोड़ा भी कट आ जाता है तो मार्केट तेज़ी से रिएक्ट करता है। सर मैं यही जानना चाहता हूँ कि आप किस तरह की अब सेकेंड हाफ के लिए लेकर चल रहे हैं, क्या गाइडेंस है आपकी, क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं और क्या कुछ प्लान्स हैं आपके फॉर द सेकेंड हाफ?
Yes. Firstly, the industry segment that we work with, our customer industry segment, is fairly resilient, right? The healthcare and more specifically the life science industry globally is fairly resilient from economic cycles and the like. And more specifically, this segment today, the conversation is around a lot of new launches, new products hitting the market in the next 3 years, 2025 to 2028. Even 2024 has been a relatively better year compared to 2023. With all of that and the new logos also, we saw our active customer list growing, our $1 million customer list growing, which is coming from a few logos that we have added over the last couple of quarters, and revenues have started kicking in. And these should continue ramping up going into H2. And therefore, both revenue growth and margin growth going into H2, we feel today we are well poised. We are very confident of a better H2, and fingers crossed we'll do better in H2 compared to H1.
Okay, so H2 will be the better, would be better than the H1, sir. So anything on the revenue side and on the PAT side, what could be the growth guidance? Like in the double-digit growth would be there, or maybe higher single-digit growth would be there. So what kind of growth you are anticipating, sir?
While we refrain from giving any specific guidance and forecast, what we would like to highlight is that the few customers that we added, and more specifically in the enterprise segments of our business, which is 85%, wherein these are more longer term and recurring sustainable contracts. Both the enterprise segments constituting 85% of our revenues have grown sequentially at 3.6% quarter on quarter. And the sustained margin improvement initiatives that we see, which are already playing out, we believe this would both result in a strong coming quarters as well, right? This momentum, this should sustain going into Q2 also, as these customers continue to ramp up, impacting our revenues positively, and our initiatives on the margin improvement also moving the margins at a EBITDA level, going towards 20% and beyond in the coming future.
Okay, so EBITDA margins would be there, would be at around 20% in near future, and H2 would be better than the H1. So that's a kind of outlook what the management has shared with us. Thank you very much, sir, for joining and giving us
For
good
having me
guidance.
again
And
on your show.